Well, guys, we're still playing the waiting game on whether or not Fani Willis will be dismissed from the Trump case in Fulton County. Things have not looked very good for Fani Willis. I can't see her actually staying on this case. I think that Judge Scott McAfee needs to disqualify Fani Willis and her office from this case. Now, in my opinion, this whole entire case has been political. It has been politically driven. And I don't believe for 1 second, man, that Donald Trump could actually get a fair trial in Fulton County. Like I said, guys, this whole thing is political. Fulton County is deep blue. And public enemy number one for Fani Willis is get Trump. You know, it's just like that case with the deranged communist judge up there in New York. Nothing but Democrats, man. Donald Trump is not going to get a fair trial anywhere on any of these charges. All these cases are in deep blue areas. There will be no fair trial. I mean, the outcome has already been decided. Now it's just the point of actually trying to get these cases before a jury and a conviction before the election. But it's not looking like that is going to happen. In the case of this case in Georgia here, this thing is hanging on by a thread. If Fani Willis actually gets dismissed from this case, it is game over. That case is never going to go to trial. It will never, ever go to trial, man. Trump will actually be back in office. And then the left is going to panic. They will fail. Because think of this, guys. Even if one of these cases actually starts like right before the election and Trump wins the election, if he gets back in office, guess what? On these federal cases, he can just pardon himself. So a conviction would really do nothing. They know that Joe Biden, man, is getting destroyed in the polls. The future is not looking bright for Joe Biden. This man is divisive. He's extremely embarrassing to this country on the world stage. And it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. Now, Raphael Warnock, the senator out there in Georgia, he was actually on with Kristen Welker, and she actually pressed him on whether or not Fani Willis should actually step down from this case. His answer is kind of surprising because, really, guys, he gives a non-answer, really. A non-answer. This tells you everything you need to know, man. I think that even Raphael Warnock knows that this woman is corrupt. He knows that everything that's going on with Trump is political, but of course he's a Democrat, so he can't cross over that line. But he refused to actually say if Fani Willis should actually step down, man. So let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday. Just starts at $5 per month. We appreciate the support. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. So here we go. NBC host presses Dem senator on whether Fani Willis should step down from Trump case. And it's still astonishing, man, that Raphael Warnock, a far leftist, is a senator in a red state of Georgia. That still baffles my mind right there. But look here. NBC News host Kristen Welker pressed Democratic Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock Sunday on whether Fani Willis should step down from Trump's legal case. The love affair between Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, who Willis appointed as special prosecutor in Trump's election interference case, has been the subject of various hearings as concerns arise whether Willis should be disqualified from the case. Welker attempted to extract from Warnock his stance on the issue in an interview on Meet the Press. So we got the clip right here, guys. And didn't really seem like Raphael Warnock, he's also a fake pastor, by the way. He preaches blasphemy on Sundays because I'm assuming, he's preaching the way he actually votes in the Senate. Okay. Not very biblical, not very Christian-like. But anyway, how can you actually be a pro-choice pastor? Doesn't make any sense to me. But listen in.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis could be thrown off of Donald Trump's 2020 election interference case in Georgia after admitting that she had that personal relationship with the lead prosecutor, though she argues there was no impropriety. Do you think that relationship undercuts the integrity of the case, and should she step down?
Listen, we are watching our judicial process play out. And I know that there are folks, unfortunately, in the state of Georgia, politicians, who are trying to put their hand on the scale. I'm not going to pile on. I'm not going to add to that. I will watch this process play out, and we will see where the chips fall. But at the end of the day, here's what Donald Trump deserves. He deserves to have a fair trial before a jury of his peers. And in this case, as voters of Georgia.
I'm going to stop right there real quick. Is Fulton County really a jury of his peers? Are you actually going to get a jury of his peers in Fulton County? I'm willing to bet they're going to make sure nothing but Democrat voters would actually be on that jury. This won't be a jury of his peers.
And we need to see that play out.
And given that, do you think that the optics have become so complicated around this that Fani Willis should step down for the better good of the case that you just talked about?
Well, listen, I think this case is being played out before a judge, and that judge will have to make a decision not based on optics, but based on the law. And that's the wonderful thing about America. We believe that no one is above the law, including Donald Trump.
Yeah, so you heard that right there, guys. He pretty much gave a non-answer right there. A non-answer. He didn't answer either one of her questions whatsoever. I mean, Fani Willis is in a whole bunch of trouble, man. I mean, Raphael Warnock has to know that. I mean, do I think he's a dumb man? I don't know. But when like MSNBC is saying that Fani Willis is cooked, more than likely her goose is probably cooked, man. Man, this is pretty wild right here, man. I cannot wait. I'm anticipating that we're actually going to get the ruling sometime this week. Judge Scott McAfee said he should have a decision within 2 weeks. And by the time this Friday comes, it'll actually be 2 weeks. But probably we may actually get it earlier than that. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come over the weekend because that's where news goes to die. I think he should actually drop it tomorrow. If that news drops tomorrow that she is actually disqualified, oh boy, that's going to be massive, man. And we will definitely be putting up a video on that. That'll be, I'm pretty sure, the bombshell news of the week, if not the year. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.